Evening at Corner Cafe was quiet, the warm scent of roasted coffee beans mingling with the faint hum of conversation. The soft clatter of cups, the occasional whir of the espresso machine, and muted music created a comforting atmosphere. People tapped on laptops, chatted quietly, or read books, lost in their own worlds. Michael Ward, 37, sat at his usual corner table with his 8-year-old daughter, Ella. Her small hands gripped a pencil as she worked through her math homework, carefully lining up numbers on the page. Her backpack, decorated with rainbow stickers, sat open beside her, spilling crayons and notebooks across the table. Michael watched her with pride, a soft smile touching his lips, before returning to reviewing work orders for the electrical maintenance company that allowed him predictable hours around Ella's school schedule. Life hadn't been easy for them. 3 years ago, a car accident had taken Ella's mother. The grief reshaped their lives. Michael, once focused on saving lives in war zones, now devoted himself to saving his daughter from the invisible wounds of loss, teaching her confidence, resilience, and calm. Every bedtime story, every math problem, every small ritual became an act of love and security. That Tuesday evening, their routine was comforting and familiar. Ella sipped hot chocolate between calculations, her brows furrowed in concentration. Michael adjusted his posture, hands steady, mind alert to everything around him. He was alert, not out of fear, but out of habit. Years of military service had made him notice details others might miss. Then chaos struck. The cafe doors slammed open. 2 masked robbers stormed inside, shouting commands and brandishing guns. Screams erupted. Chairs toppled. Customers scrambled for exits, some tripping over tables, others shoving through the crowd. Panic spread like wildfire. Michael reacted instantly. Not with aggression, but with precision. His first thought, protect Ella. He pulled her close, chest to chest, arms around her small body. Stay close, sweetheart. Breathe with me. Slowly now, he whispered. His voice was steady, calm, a lifeline in the storm of terror. Trembling, Ella followed, inhaling and exhaling with her father's guidance. Her fear did not disappear, but it found structure, anchored in her father's presence. Across the room, Sophia Hale, a CEO taking a rare coffee break, froze. She had managed boardroom crises before, but nothing like this. The panic around her contrasted sharply with the composed figure shielding a child. Michael's calm authority radiated quietly but unmistakably, drawing the attention of others who had moments ago been lost in fear. Michael's eyes moved methodically. He observed the robbers, the room's exits, and the movements of terrified customers. Each detail mattered. He understood that in confined spaces, panic often caused more injuries than the threat itself. His mind ran calculations silently. How to keep Ella safe, how to minimize movement, how to prevent a stampede. Everyone stay calm, he said, his voice gentle but firm. They want money, not to hurt anyone. If we stay calm, we'll all get through this safely. He placed his wallet on the table without hesitation. No drama. No sudden movements. Other customers noticed, some copying his example, some still frozen in fear, but the first seeds of order were planted. The robbers, momentarily taken aback by the unusual composure, focused on completing their robbery rather than controlling panicked victims. Suddenly, a group near the back exit surged toward the door. Michael's heart raced, not in fear for himself, but in anticipation of potential trampling. Please stay where you are. Moving quickly will make this more dangerous for all of us, he called out. His tone was calm, commanding, yet infused with genuine concern. People hesitated, listening. Ella's small hands gripped his arm. She mirrored his breathing, slowly in, slowly out. She felt his calm and believed it could protect her. Years of teaching, of patient guidance, had built trust so deep that terror could not break it. One robber, collecting cash, gave Michael a brief nod, a silent acknowledgement of his control over the situation. Michael remained focused on Ella, quietly guiding others through his presence alone. His multitasking, child protection, crowd management, situational awareness, was seamless, instinctive, the product of both military training and devoted parenthood. Sirens wailed in the distance. Time was running out for the robbers. They rushed toward the exit. Michael's voice cut through the tension one last time. "Stay down until they're gone." Moments later, silence. No injuries. No chaos. The cafe, once a scene of terror, was calm. Police arrived to statements given clearly, allowing for swift investigation. Cell phone footage soon circulated online. People were captivated by #CalmDad. The single father who had saved lives not with heroics or force, but with patience, composure, and love. Michael, uninterested in fame, focused on comforting Ella, reassuring her that she was safe. Sophia, inspired, reached out to Michael. She offered friendship, mentorship, and support, respecting the father-daughter bond. Over time, their bond grew. Together, they visited museums, attended theater, worked on art projects, and shared quiet evenings of discussion. Ella thrived, learning about the world, trust, and human kindness. Months later, Sophia invited Michael and Ella to her wedding. They played prominent roles, a public recognition of their chosen family bond. Over the years, both families grew close. Children became like siblings. Adults shared laughter, advice, and care. The cafe remained a symbol of where trust, courage, and friendship first intersected. The robbery, once a terrifying event, became a story of calm, courage, and connection. Michael's composure had prevented disaster. His quiet heroism proved that a single act of calm can save lives and that family is defined not by blood, but by love, care, and presence.